In- Hey guys, in this project, we built a web application about Olympic Games. It is a fun and interactive application for users to learn more about Olympic Games, sports, and athletes. On the page you're seeing, there's a countdown to the next Olympic Games, which will be held in 2020 in Tokyo. On the upper right, we implement the user login feature using a third-party API called Auth0. As you can see, you have many login options. After logging, we're at the home page. It's a navigation page which takes the users to other pages of the application, including results page, stats page, and sports page. You may also use the navigation bar at the top. Also, notice the icons like upper right. They direct you to official Olympic websites on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Now let's talk about the results page. This play page allows the user to query and filter these results of the past Olympic events. If you see here, we have a set of three drop-down menus. Drop-down menus are deactivated until the prior menu is selected and shows the option based on the selection. A user can choose the Olympic year, sport, and event they are interested in. The query filters are applied in a pipeline way. On the right hand side, we see the results of our selection. We faced a bunch of challenges during this implementation. Firstly, the query is quite complicated as it touches almost all the entities in our database. This meant that we had to do 7 to 8 level of joins. Secondly, we wanted to write a single query that would handle all the cases of user drop-down selection. And lastly, Olympic has both team and individual events. This added more complexity in our model. To optimize our query, we carefully ordered our join operations. We delayed the joins with athlete table, which is the biggest table in our database and contains 130,000 rows. We created a bunch of indices and tried to join on primary keys whenever possible. We also use with as clause to create temporary tables and fasten our query.
Now let's take a look at the sports page. For example, a basketball. Here is a picture of basketball. Here we can see icon description of basketball games. Both are scripted from Wikipedia using a package called Beautiful Soup. On the right hand side, we can see the top 3 athletes and the top 5 countries in a chart. These two queries involve the joining of three relations. Both are optimized by pushing the selection and projection to the root of the relations. At the bottom of the page, we can see a list of latest news related to this particular sport. We can click on each of the news and we'll be redirected to the website of the news. And now let's go back to home page and check out some different sports. Tennis, for example. All the components on the sport page are customized for each of the individual sport.
So now for our stat page. We built this entirely on Google Colab with Python. Our geographical boundary dataset is a shapefile, so in order to clean and process this dataset, we have to use GeoPandas to clean and standardize the data. We merged this information with a socioeconomic and Olympics dataset based on the unique country code. With the goal of creating an interactive map, we implemented Folium, a Python package that built various types of leaflet maps. And as you can see, this is a heat map that shows the number of total medals that each country wins. The circle markers, which is embedded with graph of socioeconomic and medals, built with the matplotlib. Finally, there's a search bar on the left-hand side, which allows user to search for a country they're interested in, for example, Vietnam.